Welcome to Just Us Resources LLC presents Minding Your Business. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share so that you do not miss any of the contents that we have just for you. Just Us Resources LLC is a company that offers resume services, formal and informal business writing services. We also support other businesses, entrepreneurs, career-minded individuals through this channel. Our goal is to share information on how other individuals have taken their hopes and dreams off the shelf and decided to mind their own business.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start that.
Well, my name is Angie. I am a self-made entrepreneur by default somewhat. I started my first business in 2007. No, actually 2006, I started my first business, and that was a calendar. But I actually started my business in 2007. I'm sorry, I got plugged my, it's going dead. 2007 is when I started my business. I had a shoe boutique and it was in downtown Wilson. I had that for several years before having to close it down due to my mother's sickness. And then from there, I just continued to do online. I had an eBay store. I had a website. This was 2007 and then I purchased a box truck that a lot of people probably remember me for doing. I purchased a box truck, and with that box truck, I gutted out the inside and turned it into a mobile boutique. I was one of the first ones to ever have a mobile boutique, and we drove around, opened up the box truck in the back, and people would come through and go shopping. And then from there, I've had other, ventures that I've done. I have a nonprofit, the Hall Foundation, where we did the back to school summit, where we gave out school supplies to over 1,000 people. We still do a lot of nonprofit events, including the Cinderella Project. I've had other businesses. I had a magazine that we had in effect for about 3 years called Triangle Socialite Magazine, which I may actually bring back in 2021. Shut that down when my mom got sick. So there are a lot of business ventures that I've been a part of. Even more recently, Lovely Lady Boutique and Glam Bar, which I had for about 5 years before in 2019, I decided that I needed a break because it became so overwhelming. And then I just went into full-time business coaching, where I help people start businesses, nonprofits. I help you with career development. I do resumes. I coach you through your business. I help you plan and market your business. So that's where I am now with things. And that's actually what I love and enjoy to do.
Absolutely. And that's where I wanted to reach out and speak to Angie today, because with Just Us Resources and the similarities, I know that a lot of individuals, a lot of people want to start a business, considering starting a business or have a business. They have questions and hesitant about establishing business credit. The questions we often get about personal credit versus business credits, and I refer people to companies such as yours. Angie, can you briefly explain the difference for those when it comes to personal credit versus business credit, and why they need established business credit?
So the thing about business credit, a lot of business owners don't know that there is a such thing as business credit. I've been teaching on this for about 3 years now, and I see now in the last few months, a lot of people have began to talk about it. Business credit is how a lot of your multi-million-dollar businesses, they actually grow. So what business credit is, it is your business's personal credit. Your business, not your individual with your name and your social, but it is your business's credit. So by establishing business credit for your business, you're able to get a lot of things that do not or may not even reflect on your personal credit. So if I want to go out and purchase a car, after building my business credit, you know, once you start that, and I want to purchase a car, but I want to put in my business name. That is possible to do so, but it takes steps in being able to do that. And that's what people don't realize. They want to start a business and then tomorrow, I want to go buy a car in my business name. It doesn't necessarily work that way. Not necessarily. It just does not work that way. There are levels to getting to that point. And I love now that I'm seeing people are interested in business credit, and I teach those classes regularly, and I have an ebook that teaches on business credit. But it's very, very important if you are a business owner and you see yourself as, you know, your business growing and you're going to be in business for a long time, I do recommend that you begin to establish your business credit, and that is using your business's tax ID number, which is your business's social security number. You're going to use that number, and that's how you're going to start applying for things under your business. But again, it's not that easy. There are steps that you need to take, and I can definitely assist business owners in doing that.
That's the reason we have Angie the Biz Coach. So I would definitely want to make sure that people understand how to contact you and how to find out more about that. Because with business credit, I can even say for myself, you know, there was that hesitancy, like, is this good for me? How does this help my business? How to help my business grow? But to me, it sort of remind me of like just investing in your business, putting some credential behind your business.
Because it helps you with, we speak a lot about generational wealth. Mm-hmm. And it definitely will help you with that generational wealth. It helps you to build your business. So if I don't have the personal funding to grow my business, then that's where business credit comes into play, because that funding can be established up under your business again. So I can take out loans or credit cards or things like that up under my business without using my personal social security number. But how I say it helps you to build generational wealth is because a lot of times when we start businesses, we use our own personal funding. It's a good thing, but it's not a good thing, because I remember when I started my first business, I had about $7,000 in the bank, and I took my whole $7,000 and started the business. And even though I looked at it and I remember bragging for years, I was like, I started a business and I didn't get any loans and I used all my personal funds. But when I used my personal funds, I went broke. And then it took me having to dig myself out of the dirt to get back, you know, because once you use that money, it takes a few years to build your business up. You're never going to see a turnaround in business for, you know, maybe 2 to 3 years. You may see, it may seem like a profit, but a real profit is not really going to show into your business for about 2 years. So for me, using my personal funds and my personal savings was pretty stupid then, but I was also 27 years old. So when I say building generational wealth and helping you to basically grow your business, is because you're not using your personal funds. So even though you may use some startup funds to start the business, once you get established, things that you need for your business, such as cleaning products or, you know, a small mini loan, or if you're a caterer, you may need kitchen supplies or, you know, a new stove or things like that. You can get those things with your business credit. What you'll do is you'll apply for them. Not even apply. You'll basically go to the company and say, this is what I need. You'll order it. They'll send it to you. You pay it off in what is, you know, it's called a net 30. It's a net 30 company. So they'll allow you 30 days to start making payments on it. And that's not using your personal funds. That's built up under your business credit. So your business is going to pay those off. So this is going to teach you how to stop using your personal funds, the money that you need to be paying your mortgage and your rent and your lights and your car with, and start using the funds that are up under your business, which that's what it's for. So yeah, business credit helps us to build generational wealth because it helps to grow this business, but it also stops depleting money from our own personal bank accounts.
And Angie, I know we had some other questions, but I want to ask, because you brought up a very good point. So with the Biz, or Angie the Biz Coach, your coaching sessions actually teach those that wanted to know about how to establish business credit, take you through various training in order to learn that. Is that right?
Yeah. So Angie the Biz Coach, I do, you know, I do help you with establishing business. And my business does cover a lot of different aspects of business, but one thing it does help you is with business development. So a lot of times what people do is when they start the business, they don't actually grow the business. And I have a lot of people who have come to me and said, I need an LLC. And now when I begin to question them, they never understand why I'm questioning them, because a business can be a business or it can be a hobby. So which one are you establishing? Is this something that you just want to do on the side just to make a little chunk change? Or is this something that you see long term? Because if you don't see this as being something long term, don't establish this as a business. Don't establish this as a LLC, a sole proprietorship, a S corp, or whatever. Don't take those steps, because you're going to have to file this on your taxes. So do you want to take that step and have to file this on your taxes, or do you want to make this a hobby? And that's why I ask those questions. But my job is to help you, with determining that, but also putting the steps in place to not only start the business, but grow it through, we can't go from $1 to 1 million immediately. There are steps that you need to take. And whether that is, again, starting the business, marketing the business, advertising the business, branding the business, there are so many different aspects within a business. And I think a lot of people either don't know that or they forget that.
And when they forget that, Angie, it seems like a lot of people that are not prepared and know those steps they have to take, or not willing to learn or be coachable along the way, that can cause business to go into upset, or people just to give up, or a business to shut down, because not knowing that you can have the business credit and not have to take all your resources and put it to the business, which doesn't help you to really grow at all. When people understand these steps and they're willing to be coachable, that's a very valuable platform that you have. So I just want to put that out there, that in all things, especially in business, I feel that we need to be coachable. So thank you for that. And we definitely need to get the information to the people on how to sign up and get registered. Hey guys, it's something we need to do. I'm probably going to do it myself, because I love to keep hearing information, put it in my ear, and make Just Us or any other business aspect that I'm related to even more successful. So, and it seems like when you're all this training that you're doing and helping all of us as business owners and understanding about our business credit, how do you balance that with working or a career or personal life? How do you mind Angie the Biz Coach? How do you mind these businesses?
Oh, let's just say COVID has had a way with businesses. And it has either made you grow your business, it made you start a business, or it made you to the point where it was a distraction for business. Now, when COVID first approached, I honestly did, I grew my business. And I can say that, my bills have gone paid, since COVID started. A lot of different resources I did have to use, but I didn't go without, which I'm, thankful for that. But a lot of businesses did fall and fail because of COVID. So it was just that time to either get focused or lose focus. And in the beginning of COVID, I was very focused. And then what happened for me personally, I began to mismanage my time. And it happens with us business owners, and we have to hold ourselves accountable. Accountability is very important to me. And when I teach my classes on business and handling business, accountability is very important. So you have to be able to say, this is what I did wrong. These are the mistakes that I made, and this is how I'm going to correct it. And right now I'm trying to hold myself accountable for some mistakes that I made and some procrastination that I did. But the beginning of, COVID, the first 2020, I did amazing. However, I started school and I took on a lot of classes towards the end of 2020, which caused me to slow down on accepting clients up under Angie the Biz Coach the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. And it was, like I said, it was more so taking responsibility of my business. Even though I love helping my clients and I love working with them, there are some things that and career goals that I'll have in my life that made me say, I can't do certain things with Angie the Biz Coach. I can't take on so many clients because I now have to focus on some other goals. And that is actually being responsible as a business owner.
Yes.
So I had to back down with accepting some clients. Money, I love money, but sometimes all money is not good money. And I've learned that with accepting some clients and then accepting some responsibilities and roles within my business that I know that I cannot fulfill.
Absolutely, Angie. I love that you said that accountability, having that accountability, you know, when you're growing, you know, when you need to take a pause and reflect. And so many corporations, they do that. They have these strategies and groups where they say, okay, what do we need to do? What can we do better? What can we as employees and executives, how do we work on ourselves? So the fact that you're so open and transparent to say, hey, I want to work on myself. I want to get school. I need to be coachable so that I can continue to coach others. That is amazing. So thank you for sharing that. That's one of the key things that I'm hoping everyone will take away today, and the willingness to be coachable, the willingness to know that you have to have a balance so you can understand and have your mindset so that you determine to move forward in whatever you do. You just shared with us earlier about having a boutique, and I remember the awesome boutique and the Cinderella project was such an incredible blessing to so many young women, and we were excited about that and watch you. And of course, we can't forget those back to school events, having all that fun and coming together with Angie Hall, making things happen for the community, and as well as our community Easter event. So that is a hats off. When you done all of that and say, hey, I need to do some things for me. I need to have some accountability. And so congratulations to you for the school and being coachable as you continue to aspire and coach us. But I would be remiss and not to mention this because you wrote a book, well, a startup guide actually, Be Your Own Boss. So congratulations on that. I know the book is just packed so much valuable information related to business entities and funding and everything in between. I want to ask you, what was the drive behind writing that book?
It took other people to tell me I needed to start teaching business classes. And I was taking a lot of business classes. You know, I see a lot of people, business coaches on media, and I was taking so many classes because, again, I had to be coachable. I had to learn myself to be coachable. But I realized that a lot of things that I was taking in those classes, I already knew. So I decided to start teaching myself because a lot of times, well, when I first started teaching, there were not many resources. I see a lot of people teaching classes and stuff like that now, but when I started teaching my classes, my Entrepreneurship 101 Business Masterclass about 3 years ago, there were not many people teaching classes on business. And it's something that I really enjoy doing. And then from there, you know, I would have so many people that would say, can I just pick your brain? Can I pick your brain? Can I ask you a couple of questions? Or I would say, sure. And that 2-3 minute question or phone call turned into being on the phone for an hour. Or I remember when I had my boutique, I would have people just come in and say, hey, I was told that you're the person I need to speak to. I have some questions about business. And I was giving out so much free information to people who were never even starting the business or who were never even taking the advice that I was giving them. And so it was like, you know what, let me provide a resource for them to go back and, you know, just look at and read, because my book is not only a book, it's a journal. Mm-hmm. So you can, when you get to certain parts, I ask you questions. And did you contact your city for, you know, whatever their guidelines are? Did you do research on your business? So in the book itself, I have a lot of, I have places where you can take notes. and you take those notes, you can write in the book. And it just helps you go step by step on starting the business, funding the business, marketing the business, branding the business, doing your taxes. What are your city guidelines? It's so much information in this book. It's just not go to the state and file your LLC and stop there. This book is filled with, valuable information. And I just put it together because there were so many people coming to me daily. And I can't help the world, but I can provide you with something that will guide you along the way to help you without someone holding your hand. It's really, the book is going to hold your hand, not me personally. So I just wanted to put something out there to assist people, along with, now I have my business credit book. It's a guide to establishing business credit from rags to riches is what it's called. And I just recently completed that. I just haven't put it on my website yet, but I'll be putting it up there this week. But it's a ebook that will help you with establishing business credit, and it has over 40 different trade lines that you can use to help you with, growing your business. And it's set up in tiers. So tier 1 is starting. Tier 2 is that mid-level of growing. Tier 3 is when you've already made it with your business credit, and now you want to start applying for the big things. So yeah, I have 2 books out.
Angie, I tell you, I get information on questions on trade lines and establishing business credit so often that I just want to take the moment and say, hey guys, with these 2 books, you pretty much have a manual on how you can move your business forward, your faith forward, your ideas forward, and invest in yourself, invest in your business with business credit. So before we end this call, we're going to ask Angie for the information and the website. We know she's doing school and being coachable and everything else that a successful business owner does, but we want to be able to get that information from her before we end this conversation. Angie, before you give out your information, is there anything else that you would like to share? Any words of motivation that you can share for us and for those who want to take their dreams off the shelf, but may hesitate to do so because they feel like, I don't have the money, I don't have the resources, I don't have the credit. What can you share with those individuals?
Oh, this can go on and on. But as you were saying earlier, I do feel like you need to be coachable. Even with me being a business coach, I have a business coach. I have a business coach and I have a life coach. My life coach helped me for about 2 years, and I probably would not have established this business or any business that I had after the boutique without her. I wouldn't have grown the boutique without her, and that was Kendra Moore of Options Life Coaching. She really helped me with growing my business and just establishing life goals. I didn't realize how much I was lacking in my life until she came into my life. And even though we grew up together and we didn't reconnect until, the last few years, but she helped me with growing my business and just getting my whole life together and finding those things that I wanted to do. So if you have trouble figuring out what it is that you want to do with not only your business, but your life itself, get a life coach. And then even if you have a business and you are lost in your business, get a business coach. Whether it's me or someone else, get a business coach. Because even me, with being an entrepreneur now for about 14 years, myself, I have a business coach. And I go to her for things that I can't even answer myself, or when I become stumped at things in business, I go to her. So I would say those 2 things for sure, get in order. Make sure you are coachable, because even the most experienced person still needs to be coached. I still watch a lot of, I join a lot of lives. I join a lot of business classes because the world is revolving and things in business are changing every single day. That's just like taxes. Tax laws change every year. So things within business change every year. One thing I learned yesterday, I went to register a business, and all of a sudden they changed the website on how you get the business registered. And I'm like, when did I do this? So again, things change every single day. So establish those goals in your life. Make sure that you are coachable. Make sure you listen to the person that's coaching you. Criticism is not always bad criticism. Criticism can help you to grow within life and your business. And my one slogan that I say with every business call that I do, whether it's on the phone or whether by Zoom, you will never know if you will fail or succeed if you never try. That is my one slogan I say on everything, and it's in all of my books. You will never know if you will fail or if you will succeed if you never try. So make sure that you at least give it a try, because every success story has hundreds of stories where they failed, and you will not grow to be successful if you never fail at least one time. And it's not even going to be one, it's going to be multiple times. So make sure you get out there and at least try, because every failure has a reason behind why you failed, but every failure is a teaching lesson to help you to succeed. So at least try it, because you never know, that next try will be the way to your $1 million lifestyle.
Wow. You guys heard it for Angie the Biz Coach. So Angie, thank you so much for the words of inspiration. How can people get in touch with you if they want to get the books, or when you kind of open back up that clientele?
So I do still take some clients. I'm limited on what I can take, but if I can help people, and if I can't help them, I have someone that I can refer you to. But if you want to find me on Instagram, it is at Angie The Biz Coach. I'm on Facebook. My business page is Angie The Biz Coach. My website is angiethebizcoach.com, and biz is spelled B-I-Z. Everything I have is Angie The Biz Coach, and that's angiethebizcoach@gmail.com. So I'm saying this to say, if you have a business, make sure all of your things align, because when people start searching for you on Google or whatever, everything needs to be the same. So all of my things are the same. So anything that you need to find me, or any way that you need to find me, I am Angie The Biz Coach, ANGIETHEBIZ Coach, on any platform, even Twitter. So reach out to me. I can assist you the best way that I know how. Again, I do career development. I help with resumes. I help with building your business, starting nonprofits. I do your bylaws. I do a lot of things. So anyone that needs to reach out to me, you can do so by those. And please allow me 24 to 48 hours to respond. And if I don't respond, just keep in mind that I am in school right now, that I am going to get back with you. And if I can't, I will refer you over to someone that can assist you.
And that's how we work together, because I always tell people, thank you, Angie, for providing your information. What you can't do, what I can't do, what Angie can't do, so we'll find someone that's willing to do it for you or can do it for you. And that's how you work together, because if you hold your fist so tight without having an open hand, you'll never be able to grow. So Angie, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Just the Resources, Minding Your Business. You heard the question, you heard the answers for Angie The Biz that I know that many of you been wanting to know. Get the books, get the books, get the books, and grow your faith and your business forward. Have a great day and continue to stay focused and mind your business. Bye-bye.